Hey guys, NCS Fan 001 here for another one of those weekly trophy list update videos. This video will be going up on Monday, February 4th, 2019, day after the Super Bowl. So yeah, I didn't watch it at all really. I don't really care that much when it's not teams that I'm interested in. Anyway, this will have covered the week of January 28th, I believe, or January 29th, either the 28th or 29th, through Sunday, February the 3rd. So made a decent amount of progress this week. Let's see. I did not get The Last of Us done yet because we didn't get the chance to meet up this weekend. Like, someone was busy Friday, someone else was busy Saturday, and then Super Bowl on Sundays, so we didn't have time to work on any of that. So, still missing the same 3 trophies, unfortunately, but we will get those done this coming week because now we don't have to worry about the Super Bowl or anything, so we should be perfectly fine to get that done. So then, Fallout 76. I made a little bit of progress here. I finished One of Us and Officer on Deck. Those are both, nothing too difficult there yet. I have not done Scorched Earth yet, and I have not joined 20 teams yet. But I actually, speaking of that one, I tried to grind that out with somebody, and we joined and quit each other's team at least 20 times, and it wouldn't unlock. So it appears that it must be a glitch trophy, unfortunately. So I'm going to just have to try that maybe in a different server with a different person, or maybe I try inviting them instead of them inviting me. We'll have to see what's going on with that, because I don't know why that one didn't work for me, because that's technically a pretty easy trophy. Just couldn't get it to work for me. Scorched Earth, obviously, haven't done yet. Then that was just story. Let's see what else. Reaching level 100, I'm like level 70 now, so making a bit of progress. 20 magazines, I've read like 7 or 8, I think, so making a little bit of progress on that. The ground zero of a nuclear blast, I told you guys you actually have to be standing in the blast radius and get hit by the nuke to make it count, so haven't gotten that just yet. Hack 50 terminals, got that done. That's easy, just a little bit grindy because there aren't a ton of terminals throughout the world, but still easy enough, so it should probably come naturally while doing everything else. 20 revives, I have not gotten around to going for that yet. I've done maybe 2, unfortunately, so good ways away from finishing that. 10,000 caps, I'm still surprised I haven't gotten to yet. I'm sure I'm getting close by now. Kill a wanted player, kill another player. Not kill another player, I had already gotten that, but I killed a wanted player, killed 20 players. I grinded that out with somebody. So thankfully those couple trophies are done. Those are the harder multiplayer trophies. The joining teams and reviving people is much more likely to come naturally than killing, because people don't like the PvP in the game. And like I said, around level 70, and I tried to finish I Am Become Death, but the latest patches completely screwed up the game to the point at which I can't even finish the mission. It always crashes at some point in the middle of it, and if the game crashes during that mission, it erases all your progress for that mission. It makes you restart it, and it also takes away all the ammo and stuff you use during it, which is really, really stupid. So thanks, Bethesda. That's something we all appreciate. So then I obtained a bunch of Platinums actually this week, starting out with Super Destronaut DX for the PS4 and Vita, the North American versions. This is a very, very easy Platinum trophy. All you have to do is basically complete the first 12 challenges, or any 12 challenges, but the first 12 are the easiest. Reach 100,000 points in Classic mode, nothing difficult there. And then reaching 10k in Time Attack is super easy, 1,000 in Hardcore mode, also very easy, and then a couple of other unmissable trophies. Very, very easy Platinum, takes 15 to 20 minutes at most, so nice and easy, relatively fun, one of the more fun Radicala games. So would definitely recommend that one if you can get it for cheap. It's usually like $5 or $6, so nothing too bad there. So did both versions of that. I've done the EU PS4 version before. Then I played a little bit of Spider-Man, made a little bit more progress, and I'm up to like maybe 30-ish% in-game completion, so we're getting there slowly. Defeated another boss, and that's really about all I accomplished this past week. And oh yeah, put on 5 different new Spidey suits, and found a black cat collectible. So making some progress on this. It's going to be a while till I'm done with it, obviously, but definitely making some progress, even if I'm only at like 35% in-game completion, which is fine. We'll still have all the DLCs, though, in the New Game Plus run, unfortunately, so those are all going to take some time. But, I like the game, so it's all okay. Dead Island Riptide. Finally went back and finished this one. This one it's not that hard of a Platinum. It's one of the easier Dead Island games, But as you can see, I got my first trophy for it back, like, right when the game came out. And the reason I haven't gone back for it yet has just been because of the, well, a couple of reasons, and we'll get to that in a moment. You get a bunch of trophies just for completing the game, but then you have to solve, or I mean, finish all the quests in the game. There's 80 of them, and I did that back in the day. I completed it back around the same time I got the other story trophies. Unfortunately, that's one of a few trophies that can glitch on you to where even if you do all 80 quests, the game does not care, and it won't count one of them somewhere. As it turns out, it didn't count maybe the one where you go through the tunnel, because as soon as I completed going through the tunnel in co-op, I got the trophy to pop for this, so apparently that's what didn't count, because your progress for your challenges and trophies does carry over between playthroughs, thankfully, between all your different save files on your version of the game, which is nice. That's a collectible type, level 50 and 70 I don't think is that hard. This one I think is missable because there's only a few hub defenses, but it's still pretty easy. This is one of the ones I was holding off on. It requires you to go back and beat the entire game in co-op, so all the story missions. Not difficult, but just didn't really feel like doing it because of the other trophies glitching out until recently, so I went back and finished it. And then you have to find all the collectibles. There's only 61 of them, but they are very well spread out, and a few of them are pretty well hidden. And I would have had this one done as well back in the day, but this is another trophy that glitched on me in that I found all 61 of them. One of them didn't count. It turns out it was one of the ones in Henderson late in the game that did not count. So basically just sprinted through the game as quickly as possible in New Game Plus just to find the collectibles. Thankfully that was easier though than having to go back and do all the quests, because all the quests includes like the dead zones and some annoying side missions and stuff. That's another collectible type, something related to kills, collectible, unmissable, that one's pretty easy. That one's easy, that one's pretty much unmissable, that one's tough to miss, that one's a little bit trickier to grind out, but it's easy. That one's pretty easy. Like, most of the trophies in the game are pretty easy, and then there's another co-op trophy, mark 100 opponents that your partner then kills, kill every type of zombie, and then take out all the named champion monsters in the dead zones. It's not really that hard of a platinum. It's about a 3 out of 10 in terms of its actual game difficulty and trophy difficulty. Just, you have to worry about the glitch trophies is the main reason why I probably wouldn't recommend going for this. Or if you do, I would definitely only recommend going for the PS4 Dead Islands, because those are better, they function better and all, so would definitely recommend doing it that way instead. And then finally, I finished up X-Men Destiny. This was not a fun experience. I did not like this game at all. It was terrible. And it turned out to be a lot harder than I expected at times. And you'll see that when the eventual Platinum Trophy video comes out for it. You'll get a few trophies here just for completing the story. And then you get a couple for joining either the X-Men or the Brotherhood. So you're going to basically have to do 2 playthroughs regardless to get the Platinum, so that's fine. So you just join one faction on your first playthrough, then do a New Game Plus playthrough on the hardest difficulty to join the other side. I did the Brotherhood side first. It doesn't matter which one you do first. It looks like more people join the X-Men, which I guess makes sense, but hey, you gotta do both. And then you get other trophies that are story-related, but some of them may only be related to one specific side, so one of the 2 factions. But pretty much everything we're going through here is story-related in some way or another. I think that every single one of those trophies will be unlocked by the end of your second playthrough just by playing through on both sides, so that's good. A lot of easy, unmissable trophies. Because I beat the entire game the first time on easy in one day without a problem. The second playthrough took a lot longer because it was on hard. The X-Gene, I think that's unmissable. This one's unmissable. This one's pretty much unmissable. Fully level up all powers. You're going to have like 5 of them. It's not really that hard or that expensive to level up, so nothing too difficult there. A complete X-Gene set and suit means you have to have the same character's abilities for all 4 slots, or all 3 slots plus a suit. So like they all have to be Wolverine's ability, or they all have to be Pyro's ability, or something like that. The combos are pretty much unmissable as you go through the game. X mode requires you to have that full set of stuff. Then a bunch of other easy sort of miscellaneous trophies. You have to complete the 15 challenge missions, which isn't hard at all. You can do it from the pause menu if you screw up. You have to find a handful of collectibles, not too hard either if you just look at a guide, like a text guide or something. few grindy trophies for kills, as you won't quite get any of these done by the end of your second playthrough, but you'll be close. The main difficulty of the game does come from beating it on extreme difficulty, which is actually very, very hard at times. Like, the first 5 missions were pretty easy overall. Like, I did them in like a 3.5 hour drunk stream and didn't have an issue with them. But it was mostly just the last like 3 missions, really only missions 6 and 8 because of a couple of really unfair boss fights. So would definitely, that's the main reason I would not recommend this game, is because of the hard difficulty being a lot harder than it really has any right to be. I mean, the platinum is not even that rare, I don't think. I think it's maybe like a 20% platinum on PSN profiles. So I guess it could be rarer, but it's not like the rarest thing in the world, so it's not as worthwhile. The main reason I did this was so I could get a game that starts with X on my list, just for the alphabet challenge. So I got that done now, though. So I got an X game done, which means I just need a Z game, and I'm going to start working on that at some point in the future with Zero Time Dilemma. So yeah, those were all the games I played this week. I tried a few matches of The Last of Us to try to get into a lobby that was going to be playing on one of the DLC maps for those remaining trophies. Had no luck with that, unfortunately. Not enough people playing it. So eventually we will get that done, though. So at this point, level 63, 54%, 15,723 total trophies, 358 platinums, 1,986 golds, 3,969 silvers, 9,410 bronzes. This coming week, I want to continue working on Spider-Man. I will jump back into Fallout 76 if they fix the issue with the game constantly crashing in the finale, because that is just absolutely killing me, because it's just draining my resources constantly for no success or no reward whatsoever. So I don't know when that's going to get done. It just depends on when they decide to fix it. But when they do eventually fix it, I will go back and keep playing through that game again. And I will eventually get that platinum, no doubt, because just Scorched Earth really stands in my way, and I'm sure I could get in a like a cooperative group on PSN profiles or something to do it if we really had to. So we'll get it eventually. I don't know exactly when, but I'll get it done eventually. Otherwise, like I said, continue working on Spider-Man. I haven't heard any news about the Just Cause DLC whenever it'll come out, so I'll be glad when it does. And then definitely want to finish up The Last of Us this week, and hopefully we will have it done by the end of this coming week, so that would be good just to get that off the list finally, with Dead Island now off the list as one of my older games. I'm probably also going to finally get around to playing through the South Park's Fractured Butthole 3rd DLC this week. I know it doesn't have trophies. I might play it on stream, I might not, but I just want to get it done and just get that out of my mind as being something I haven't finished yet. I also actually purchased the 2 Monkey Island Special Edition games on PS3, which are... I thought they were Telltale. I think Telltale technically owns the Monkey Island license, but they didn't own those 2 particular remasters or remakes. Only the actual Tales from Monkey Island, the 5-episode episodic series. But I'm just going to go ahead and do those anyway because, you know, get the series done, and because I thought they were Telltale anyway. I just wanted to go ahead and get them out of the way, so I'll get those done eventually. I bought them, unfortunately, at the full $15 price tag total, but hey, you know, I guess in the end, it'll be done. It'll be worth it, I'm sure. I'm logging into GTA 5 on the weekends just for a few minutes because they're doing another promotion, like $250,000 for every weekend you sign in, which is awesome for the month of February. We'll definitely do that just because that doesn't take too long, and it's worthwhile for whenever I eventually decide to go back and work on the heists for the game, because that's all I'm missing in it. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. This was a little bit of a longer one this week. Had a bit to talk about, cleaning up old PS3 games. So see you guys next time.